and gentlemen, on the entertainment gist, OJ is on the entertainment gist, as regarding where I see him every night, but that's not what we're going to be talking about today.
Thank you.
What we'll be talking about today is Toyin Alausa schooling upcoming actors. Now, award-winning actress Toyin Alausa has dropped some powerful insights on the real art of acting, making it clear that the craft goes beyond cramming scripts. Now, in a post on Instagram, the actress explained that true acting requires surrendering to the moment and merging emotions with a technical skill to bring characters to life. Now, she noted that to move an audience, actors must first embrace and experience deep emotions themselves. She wrote, and I quote, "Acting is not just about memorizing lines, it's about surrendering yourself to the moment, training both your emotions and your skills until they become one. To make an audience feel, you must first allow yourself feel deeply," end of quote. The actress further stressed that emotional scenes such as crying on scene don't just happen by chance, but demand vulnerability, discipline, and years of honing the craft. Toyin Alausa added, "Every crying scene you see on screen, it takes discipline, vulnerability, and countless hours of perfecting the act. This is why we say acting is lived and not faked."
Yeah, shout out to actors. Like, we've interviewed some actors and we'll talk about how they tend to immerse themselves into the role, especially if they are playing a character that is totally different from who they
really are
personally. And yeah, she's saying the truth.
You have to be vulnerable.
Yeah, you have to go deep into the character so that it looks very believable when we are watching you on screen and you're killing the character.
You know this thing that you're saying now is making me think, like, if you could consider acting, do you think you'd take a crying scene?
Crying scene.
I feel like if you train yourself to act, all the women in Lagos are finished. Because every little thing, I just start crying. Baby.
Why not the kissing part?
Is that what you want?
Before.
Also, can we talk about what we see every night?
All right. Yeah, so that's a very valid conversation. And I know actors are taking cues.
Yeah.
And people know better that when you take up a role, you need to immerse yourself into the role proper.
To be that person.
To deliver proper. And so people, it's even a problem for them, even when they are done shooting the movie, to come out of that character, which is crazy.
When we're talking to Buchi Franklin the other day, he said it took time for him to, to snap out. Even Lily Affair said she had to take time to become Lily Affair back and not just, Idia. So yes, acting is not business.
Was that not Lillian in true life? All right.
Is that what you think?
On to the next entertainment story. Bright Chimezie states that smoking and drinking don't boost creativity. Veteran musician Bright Chimezie has debunked claims by some artists that smoking and alcohol consumption enhances creativity. Speaking on a recent episode of the CreativTea Podcast, the Because English crooner describes such notions as false, insisting that smoking and drinking are merely forms of enjoyment and not sources of inspiration. Bright Chimezie said, and I quote, "I agree that all of the artists smoking or drinking are only having a good time and not boosting their creativity," end quote. He stressed that true musical inspiration comes naturally, not from alcohol or drugs. He went on to reveal how he got to meet Davido, as he recalled Davido reaching out to him on his way to the grocery store. Take a look.
How did you first realize that Davido sampled your instrumental in a song, and how did you feel, and how did you later hook up with Davido?
Actually, it just came like that. I was driving to the grocery shop to pick one or two with my wife, and a call just came through. Before then, we never spoke. So a call came through. He said he was Casey's manager, that Davido would want to talk to me. I said, "I'm driving." He said, "Can you give me about 1 hour?" By then, I would have gone to the grocery shop, picked one or two, and come back to the house. They didn't even wait up till the 1 hour I said.
They called again.
Called again, So I had to listen. He said, "Daddy." Who's on the line? He said, "Davido." I no, said the young man don't put me on SF. So, so he was so excited. All of you watched it now, He said he took some, sampled my music, and that I encouraged him and rather inspired him. That word caught up with me because money apart, when somebody tells you that you are his source of inspiration, I mean, what's the correct adjective this time I'm going to use? It's very, very reassuring. It makes you feel that your hard work these days has not been in vain. So he said he got inspired by my job
Okay, so...
Now, that's a source of inspiration.
Yes.
Not drug, not alcohol and smoking.
I agree with you.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, I don't know if I'm the only one that has this, I belong to this school of thought, that I have listened to because English. And I have listened to this particular song that they said is sampled. I personally, when I was at 3rd of September, I don't see the resemblance. Maybe...
It's just interpolated a little bit.
It's
not the full one.
It feels like they are forcing it to look like it. Because, I mean, now this is my opinion. You probably have seen it and, you know, it looks like it, but I honestly don't think so.
It's just a little part. And I love the camaraderie between Davido and, of course, Bright Chimezie.
Yeah,
flying
it was
him,
so cute.
bringing him back.
Yes,
and
it was really
low-key, we're expecting a proper collaboration from them.
Are we?
And everything. The part where he talked about artists of these days glorifying drug use and drinking alcohol and thinking that's an inspiration, and that's how they get vibe for their songs.
It doesn't make any sense to me, honestly, because, I mean, I've never taken alcohol, neither have I ever, you know, smoked or anything, but I don't think...
Only you talk, only you they look awkwardly.
All right, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have time. The next gist, of course, The Weeknd's Blinding Lights set record with 5 million streams on Spotify. The Weeknd's global smash hit, Blinding Lights, has set yet another record, becoming the first song in Spotify history to surpass 5 billion streams. The streaming platform announced the milestone via Instagram. Shortly after, the Canadian superstar also shared the news with his 78 million followers on Instagram story. Originally released in November 2019 as part of his After Hours album, Blinding Lights quickly became one of the biggest songs of the century. It topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 4 weeks, spent an unprecedented 90 weeks on the chart, and was the first song to remain in top 10 for a full year. In 2021, it also dethroned Chubby Checker's The Twist to claim the #1 spot on Billboard's greatest of all-time Hot 100 songs chart. Just days before breaking the 5 million mark, Blinding Lights was crowned #1 on Billboard's top Hot R&B/hip hop songs of the 21st century charts, with tracks hits released since 2000. The Weeknd expressed gratitude to fans when the song became the first track to cross 4 billion streams earlier this year, saying, "I'll never stop being humbled by anything I create making its way to millions of people, let alone billions. I'm so thankful this song makes people feel a way that they keep going back to listen." The record-breaking single is also one of the 28 The Weeknd tracks in Spotify's Billions Club. More than any other artist, he capped off 2023 by headlining Spotify's first ever Billions Club live concert with Blinding Lights, continuing to dominate nearly 5 years after its release. The Weeknd has further cemented his place as one of the most influential hit makers of his generation.
Man, you got to give it to The Weeknd.
The Weeknd, yeah.
Yeah. For somebody, and it's crazy how on Spotify there's no competition.
No, nobody's dragging it.
It keeps breaking records, churn out
Setting his own records,
breaking it, set another one.
Yeah,
streaming
for
The Weeknd on Spotify. Better give it up.
We leave it for you, sir.
I'm
really amazing. Congratulations to The Weeknd.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the entertainment news. We'll be back with our guest after this break, so don't go
Don't
anywhere.
you go anywhere.